Some games are classics that are always remembered. Tetris, Mario, Prince of Persia come to mind. Other games used to be classics, but are largely forgotten now. Midtown Madness, ActRaiser, Pandemonium, and Another World, or Out of This World in North America. This last game is an old Amiga game that impressed a lot of people in 1991, with its beautiful half-abstract graphics and storytelling. It was re-released and remastered recently for the PS4 and Vita, and I was curious if it was still worth playing. In Another World you play as Lester Knight. Lester seems to have his life in order. He's a young scientist who's driving a Ferrari and has a particle accelerator at his disposal for his research. But then again, bad luck can strike anytime, any place. Apart from being called Lester, let's call him Lassie, he got struck by lightning. Not his body, but on the particle accelerator, and poor Lassie finds himself in a totally different world where everything and everyone wants to kill him. Now he has to get out of there, escape to a safe place. Lassie doesn't have a great moveset. There are just two action buttons you can use. One for jumping and the other one is for attacking and running. Yes, in this game the run and the attack buttons are the same. It's annoying in the beginning, but you get used to it very quickly. The moving around reminds me the most of the old Prince of Persia. It's slow and every step counts. It feels very dated, but again, you can get used to it fairly quickly. Movement in Another World is not as important as puzzle solving or the combat. In the beginning of the game, you get an energy pistol which can shoot normal bullets, shields and energy balls, depending how long you press the button. Both the graphics and the sounds are remastered in this version, and both are pretty close to the original. This is a good thing for the soundtrack, which is very minimalistic and eerie. I must say, I really got to like it. The sound effects aren't so interesting though, just short bleeps and effects, but it fits the game. The graphics are another story. They were very impressive in 1991 because the artist used a primitive version of polygons instead of the usual sprites. It gave the game a sort of abstract look. Well, now, more than 25 years later, this style doesn't really look so appealing anymore, even when the graphics are remastered. Maybe it's just my taste, but I think the game's strength is not in the graphics. Oh, if you want to check out the old graphics and sounds, both are selectable on the remastered version. So Another World is not a graphic powerhouse, but the overall presentation does give it a unique atmosphere. This is the coolest part of Another World. The world Lassie got caught in is nicely designed and convincingly different from the world we know. It is really another world. This, in my opinion, is the biggest strength of the game. The gameplay, on the other hand, is the biggest weakness. It doesn't feel like you have 100% control over Lassie. The two-button layout is just outdated and sometimes you have no idea what to do next. Therefore, I can't outright recommend Another World. It's a very interesting game from a design and history standpoint, and I think it is nice that there's a remaster, but not more than that. The game is only a few hours long and it's a fairly cheap game, so you don't really waste any time or money picking this one up at least. So, this was my review of Another World, or Out of This World if you're from North America. It was an interesting experience, and I especially had a bit of a laugh when I saw the list of platforms this game was released on. Amiga, Atari, 3DO, Apple II, Atari Jaguar, Mac OS, MS-DOS, Sega CD, Genesis, Super NES, iOS, Linux, Android, Windows, Nintendo 3DS, OS X, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, PlayStation Vita, Symbian, Wii U, Windows Mobile and Xbox One. And from this one, the Atari Jaguar version was released in 2012. So very late. Who would have a Jaguar in 2012? Anyway, I kept it short because I think that if you want to play this game, you should experience it yourself. And everything that I show will spoil the experience a bit. So, I hope you guys enjoyed my review. Please share and subscribe and see you next time. Bye bye.